And again, today onwards, you're going to get what we call this particular session on what we call you. I'm sorry, you can't open directly this YouTube because you need to log in your YouTube channel. You need to log in your YouTube with respective email IDs what you have provided me. So till last session, it was in public mode. Means anyone can view that videos. But till from today onwards, whatever videos I'm going to share, okay. So you have provided me some email IDs, right? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes,
So
sir.
you need to log in your YouTube with that email ID, then only it's going to work. Hope you got my point.
Yes, sir.
If someone is facing that, then it will show it is in private. Okay, then it means that you have logged in your YouTube with another email ID, not with the email ID which you have provided me. Okay, so just make sure that you are in the same YouTube login email ID or not. That is the only thing you need to check. Okay. Thank you. So last week we discussed about, okay, we discussed about what do you mean by controlling area, what do you mean by operating concern, organization structure part we have started. Organization structure part we have started in last week's session. Correct? So we discussed about what do you mean by operating concern, what do you mean by controlling area, what do you mean by 1:n methodology, what do you mean by 1:1 methodology, correct? And what do you mean by company, what do you mean by company code, if I'm not wrong. Till here we have completed, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Any questions from that? Any questions? Company code, which is a mandatory one? Company or company code? Which one is a mandatory one?
Company code.
Why company code is a mandatory one? Why not company?
All transactions and
Will be recorded at all the books of
company
accounts
code.
will be recorded company code level. So what do you in controlling area? What do you mean by 1:n methodology? What is the advantage if I'm having a 1:n methodology, one controlling area to multiple company codes? What would be the advantage?
Tax benefits.
Don't say this tax benefit. It is a cross company code costing is possible. Intercompany
Okay.
transactions are possible.
Okay.
Never say, I've just given an example. That's it.
Okay.
Clear. You are not supposed to say an interview. What is the benefit 1:n methodology in the sense? If I don't have one controlling area with the multiple company codes, then it means that cross company code costing is not possible. Right? If it is one
Okay.
controlling area, number of company codes, then cross company code. What do you mean by cross company code costing? Intercompany transactions, sister company transactions, right? That we have seen our last week session. Correct? This one. This one. 1:n methodology. And what do you mean by 1:1 methodology? What do you mean by 1:1 methodology? One controlling area will link it to, come on,
One code.
one
One
company code, right? So
Yes. Yes.
what would be the disadvantage? So cross company code costing is not possible. Intercompany transactions are not possible in 1:1 methodology. Yes or no?
Yes.
Please make sure that. Okay, this is very important concept. Okay, this is 1:1 methodology, 1:n methodology. And we discussed about operating concern, right? Controlling area, company code, company, right? And we will discuss few more points today in organization. I'll mention in this only 16.0. Okay, I'll make this as a 18 also in this. Okay, this I'll make sure. Okay. So next one in our org structure, did I mention? Yeah, this is our organization structure. So in our organization structure, next would be, okay, what is there? Profit center, segment, and business area. Already we discussed what do you mean by operating concern, controlling area, right? Company code, and we have another this thing, profit center, segment, and business area. So majority people, even though they are working on SAP as an end user or consultants, right? Still people will have a lot of confusion between what do you mean by profit center? Okay, what do you mean by a business area? What do you mean by a segment? Okay, so business area. First, I'll discuss about business area. The next, I'll go with this one, business area. Okay, in SAP, the business area. Okay, in SAP, the business area was mandatory. Mandatory in ECC product in ECC. Okay, was mandatory in ECC, but in S4 HANA, okay, in S4 HANA, business area is replaced with segment. Understood? So in S4 HANA, 99.9%, okay, we are not going to use business area. Okay, we are not going to use business area. What we are going to use instead of business area in S4 HANA? What we are going to use?
Segment.
Sorry? Segment. Okay. Almost all business area is ruled out in S4 HANA. Okay. What exactly business area is? Okay. What exactly business area is? Let me explain that. One second. Okay. For example, if I take an example called Bajaj Electronics. I'm taking a subject electronics, Bajaj Electronics. Okay. For example, Bajaj Electronics is having a different branches. Like for example, Bajaj Electronics, Dilshik Nagar. Bajaj Electronics, or else I'll take like this. Bajaj Electronics, Hyderabad. Bajaj Electronics, okay, Bangalore. Bajaj Electronics, Chennai. Bajaj Electronics, Mumbai. Bajaj Electronics, Delhi. Okay. So here Bajaj Electronics is having a different branches in different cities. Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi. And again, it is having a different areas also in Hyderabad. And same time, Bajaj Electronics deals with electronic goods. It deals with electronic goods. For example, what are the things they will have? For example, televisions, right? Televisions, washing machines, okay, ACs, right? Music systems, right? Next one, any other ovens, like this.
Mobile.
Mobiles, yeah, you can take it as in mobiles also. Okay, so here you can see Bajaj Electronics is having its stores in a different areas, right? And different products they are dealing with. All the branches are dealing in different products. So they are dealing with different products. Okay, here you can see. So here, what is the management requirement? Bajaj Electronics management requirement is, okay, they want to generate their financial statement, nothing but their profit and loss account, okay, profit and loss account and balance sheet. Everybody knows, right? What do you mean by profit? I means they want to have a statement, profit and loss statement, and as well as a financial, nothing but balance sheet statement according to area wise, branch wise. And they want to check again, according to product wise. We will call it as a, okay, product wise also, how many TVs they are selling, right? How much profit they are making, profit on television wise, washing machine wise, ACs wise, what music system, events, mobiles. So they want to check a profit according to each product wise. Okay, this is called product wise is nothing but a line of business. We call in accounting terminology line of business. So whenever you use the terminology in higher level, what do you mean by line of business? Line of business is nothing but a product wise, and area of business, nothing but almost all branch. Area of business. Area of business. So here in ECC environment, okay, we can propose. So here, what is this? What are this? What are this? What are this?
Segments. Huh?
So no, these are nothing but branches, correct?
It's branches.
Branches. So we can propose the Bajaj Electronics that we can create it as a business areas. Business areas means why business areas is required? Business areas are required in ECC to generate, okay, financial statements, profit and loss account, right? Balance sheet. So that we can generate according to branch wise. My management requirement is I want to see how Hyderabad is performing in particular period. Same thing, Bangalore, Chennai, right? Then we can propose business areas. Clear? And this one, whatever product wise area of business. So that we can, what I want to check in this? What I want to check? What I want to check in this? Sorry?
Products also.
Profit or loss. The profitability I want to check. So what we can propose? We can propose the customer. That this, whatever a line of business is there, we can propose profit center. So we can propose profit center. Means business area wise, it will get consolidated reports like your profit and loss account and balance sheet. Then we can use business areas, right? But I want to check line of, means each product wise. Then we can propose it will check whatever expense we are spending on purchase of TV and what is the sales we are doing. So here we will in profit center it will contain both your expense and revenue, both in expense and revenue. So if we can check product wise, we can check. Then we can propose profit center profitability report according to what we call product wise we can check. So we can propose profit center, right? Branch we can propose business area, and product wise profit, what we can propose? What we can propose to the customer?
Profit center.
Profit center. Clear? Now this is in ECC. But in S4HANA, as I said, that it is ruled out business area. Maybe 1 or 2% they are using business areas as well as segment. But now we are proposing instead of business areas, we are proposing segment wise reporting. Segment is nothing but your same thing, area wise reporting, right? Segment we can generate. For example, my companies are in India, my companies are in US, right? My companies are in Canada, right? So each country will have its own legal reporting. So according to that, we can generate segment reporting. Instead of using business areas, what we are using now? We are using segment. Where, in which product we are using segment reporting? Which product we are using segment reporting?
S4HANA.
S4HANA. We don't have a segment reporting concept in ECC. Okay. But in S4HANA, business area is also there. It doesn't mean that it's completely removed. No, it is there. But if customer wants, then we can assign. Clear? So for example, if I am using here TV, okay, again, okay, TV. So for example, 18 inches, right? 21 inches, 26 inches, 31 inches, right? That if I want again segregation. So what is the profit on 18 inches, 21 inches, right? So washing machine, what are the different brands, right? So then again, we can propose business area on that particular level. But again, we are not proposing in S4HANA any business areas. Okay, so let me tell you, what do you mean by business area? What do you mean by business area? Okay. Okay, business area represents, okay, I'll just mention here again, which is there in our Word document also. Okay, which is there in our Word document also. Business area represents okay, represent a separate area of operations okay, the transactions will be recorded. Okay, operations or line of business. What do you mean by line of business? Line of business or area of business product wise or branch wise. Okay, business or area of business. Okay, area of business within an organization. Somebody kindly mute it. It's resounding. Organization for which independent financial statements can be generated. Okay. Note. It is mainly used for internal reporting purpose. Internal reporting purpose. Okay. What is the main purpose? Internal reporting in the sense, nothing but okay, generation reports. What do you mean by internal financial statement? Financial statement is nothing but generate balance sheet and profit and loss account for specific division. Okay, specific division. What do you mean by specific division? Just now we saw it. How many divisions we have? Hyderabad, right? Bangalore, Chennai, Mumbai. Okay, or else product wise. Division is also nothing but you can generate according to product wise also, right? So if my customer wants, okay, next one, branch. Division is nothing but your branch or cross company code reporting. Nothing but intercompany, cross company reporting. Intercompany transactions can be identified. Next one, department wise. So one finance department, I can use it as one business area, right? Department in the sense I'm having finance, advertisement, marketing, right? Sales, right? HR. So each department I can use it as a one business area. Department wise financial tracking. Clear? Any questions? Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
Sir, why are we not using company codes instead of segment?
About to that we can use company codes. So in each and every company code we have a different branches like this.
Okay, so company code comes under that segment.
Yes.
So what is a segment then? Country.
And that's what according to that's what I'm saying. Here I can use this as a segment Hyderabad. So for example, I'm having a company called Bajaj Electronics India. Okay, Bajaj Electronics India. Bajaj Electronics India. Okay, and I'm having one more company code, Bajaj Electronics, okay, US. I'm having Bajaj Electronics Canada, right? So here in Bajaj Electronics, these are my company code. So overall parent is Bajaj Electronics. Bajaj Electronics. Bajaj Electronics is my parent company, or you can say that this is called a company, right? And these are my company codes. And here again I'm having a branches. In each and India I'm having a different branches. In US I'm having a different branches. In Canada I'm having a different branches. So each branch, either you can propose, these are my company codes. So each branch you can propose it as either business area if you are using a ECC environment, or you can use it as, you can propose it as a segment.
Okay.
Clear? So how
Yep.
you are going to drill down? That
Business
is
line.
important here. Okay, we need to understand the customer requirement.
Yes.
Have you got my
Yep.
point?
Yep. Yep.
Any other questions? Any other questions? Anyone have other questions? Okay. For example, here you can take business area. Say I'm having a different products, color TVs. Then you can use that color TVs and washing machine. Even that you can propose it as a business area. Not only area, product also you can make it as a. Okay, and remember, make a note of it. Very important note. This is very important regarding business area. Okay, business area usage has been reduced. Usage is reduced. Is reduced because segment reporting replaced most requirements. Clear? Business area usage is reduced. As I said that almost all 99% we are not using business areas in S4HANA. Okay, we are using only a segment. But you need to understand the business requirement. Okay, when we are going for the client place, we need to understand and we need to explain them. But as a consultant, we need to know what is a business area, what is the difference between business area and segment, what are the advantages. So that we will discuss in our near future. Any questions on this? Any questions from anyone? Understood what do you mean by business area?
Yes, sir. So we need to identify what exactly the business they are into for us to
Yes.
got it, sir.
Okay, what exactly only with the practice we will understand this. So we need to understand what exactly the requirement, what kind of reports they want to generate. For example, as I said that it is Indian business. For example, I said one second. Okay, here for example, Bajaj Electronics India, Bajaj Electronics India, Bajaj Electronics US, Bajaj Electronics Canada. So here we wanted different reportings. I want to generate a different financial statement. One is, again, I'm telling you who are non-commerce, just be with me right now. Okay, Indian accounting standards. Okay, every country will have their own accounting standards, accounting principles. So that is nothing but Indian accounting standards. We call it as a Indian GAAP. Indian GAAP. Okay. So here I want IAS, nothing but Indian GAAP reporting. So here I can use Indian GAAP reporting as a segment. Next one, US GAAP. US GAAP. I'll tell you what do you mean by this. GAAP. Okay, next one, Canadian gap. Each country will have their own gap reporting. Gap. Okay, or I want IFRS reporting. IFRS reporting. So what exactly gap in the sense? Okay, what do you mean by gap reporting in the sense? Gap, each country will have their own rules and regulations, right? So that is nothing but generally accepted accounting principles. We will discuss in our accounting sessions. We are going to discuss about our accounting principles. Already we discussed a few, but some more we will discuss. Next one, what is IAS? It's not Indian Administrative Service. It is Indian Accounting Standards. Accounting standards. Each country will have their own accounting standards. Next one, IFRS. This is international. Country-wise, they will have their own accounting standards, and international financial. Okay. International financial reporting standards. Right? So each country, either we will go for this is we call it as an, sometimes if you are India, then we call it as a local gap. If it is US, local gap. Okay, like that. US gap. What is US gap? US, okay, generally accepted accounting principles. So country to country, that would be a different. Clear, everyone? So here also we can use segment. For local gap, we can use one segment. IFRS, we can use one segment, like that. So any questions here? We will discuss more again in future. Majority people, if you have a queries, what do you mean by local gaps and all the stuff, we'll discuss in our future sessions, accounting sessions. Okay. Next one, we have profit center. Another most important. Okay, profit center. Okay. So here, profit center. What do you mean by a profit center? Same thing, a profit center. See, already I'm having a definition, but still I'm mentioning here again. A profit center is an organizational unit used to measure, means check, okay, measure profitability of a business unit, Same thing, you can have product wise or region wise. Okay, business unit. Okay, how you can generate product line, means line of the product line, TVs, washing machines. Okay, product line or area wise or region wise, okay, etc. Means profit center can be used. A profit center is an organizational unit used to measure profitability. It will check profitability. Okay, it will compare your expenses with your revenues, or it will compare your revenues with expenses. Okay, and majority profit center earlier it was in CO module. Okay, it was in CO module, but some part of profit center accounting has been moved to FI module. You remember, right? Last week we discussed, right? What was the old formula? In classic GL accounting? What is the old formula in classic GL accounting? Why it has been replaced? Yes. What is this? In earlier, okay, ECC 5 version, we used to get generate a report only GL debit equal to nothing, GL level only we used to check. Okay, but majority clients were not satisfied. Correct. So then they want from ECC 6.1, they want multi-dimensional reporting clients, every client. So this is the major advantage with SAP. So what was the new formula? The old formula has been changed from GL debit equal to GL credit. That is new GL accounting. GL plus business GL debit equal to GL credit, business area debit equal to business area credit. So each and every wise we can generate a financial reporting. Clear? So till here profit center was profits in classic GL accounting, profit center was in CO module. But in ECC 6, some part of profit center has been moved to S4 HANA, FI module. Remember that. Then the formula got completely changed. And it is the most success in SAP product. Clear? So same thing I mentioned here. Okay. Profit center earlier, complete profit center was in FCO module, but now it is moved to some part is moved to FI. Okay. So here, what would be the purpose? Why it has been moved? Okay. So why? In the sense, it will help in profitability analysis. Okay. It is a responsible unit, nothing but your branches. Responsibility unit, accounting. Responsibility accounting. Okay. Next one. It is helps in internal performance. It will check internal performance. Means we will come to know whether we are running in profit or loss. Okay, it will check both expenses and incomes. Remember that what it will contain profit center. Profit center will check both your incomes and expenses. And we have one more concept called cost center. Okay, that we will see in our CO module or next sessions. Cost center is nothing but it will check only expenses. Cost is nothing but only expenses. But when it comes to a profit center, it contains both expense and as well as revenue. Okay, as well as revenue.
Sir, this will give the idea based on the region wise or the business center.
That's what, again, it all depends upon the customer requirement. Customer want profit center on area wise. Then it will check area wise, or else they want in product wise profit centers. So they want to check color televisions, right? How much profit they made with the color televisions, how much profit they have made with what we call washing machines. So again, it all depends upon the customer requirement.
Got it.
Clear.
Thank
So
you.
the profit center can be assigned to area wise or a product wise. Clear, everyone? Any questions on this? Okay. So what it will track? Profit center will track. Remember, this is a major thing. Profit center will track. Okay. Profit center will track revenue. Okay. Next one, costs. Profits. Okay. Profits and assets and liabilities. Your balance sheets. Assets and liabilities in new GL accounting. New GL accounting. Okay. Any questions? So we'll discuss more again on in profit center. Yeah, profit center contains revenue, cost, profits. So we can assign profit center either area wise or a product wise. Clear, everyone? Next one. This is internal purpose only. Next one, segment. Segment. Okay, as I mentioned, this is replaced segment. This segment reporting. What do you mean by segment? Okay, I'll mention here the literature, a bit literature here. A segment is used okay, for external financial reporting. External financial reporting as per accounting standards. Just now I mentioned, right? Standards. What are the accounting standards we have? For example, IFRS, right? Next one, Indian accounting standards, right? AS, Indian AS, US GAAP, like this. Right? Now, companies made mandatory segment reporting, right? As per Companies Act, now they have made segment reporting is a mandatory. Okay, segment reporting is a mandatory, right? Understood what do you mean by segment? Segment is external reporting purpose, so that wherever you want, we can use it. Segment, and the segment will be linked to profit center. The segment will be linked to profit center. The segments will be linked to profit center, profit centers. Okay, and so the segment will be derived. The segment will be derived from profit centers. I know majority people it would be looks like some sort of confusion, but still going forward it will be get cleared. Will derive from profit center. Yeah, any questions here? So understood what do you mean by segment? So segment also you can combine with your area wise or a product wise, but here segment is used for external reporting purpose. So whatever IFRS, Indian accounting standards, US GAAP, etc. So any questions here? Any questions?
No, sir.
How about others?
I'm good with it.
Good, thank you. So next what we can do is, so I can show you the structure now. So now we discussed about profit center, we discussed about segments, we discussed about business area, right? So okay, this credit control area we will discuss later. Functional area, credit control area, those are the different. Now you know what do you mean by company, what do you mean by company code. Last week already we discussed about it, day before yesterday's session. What do you mean by a company? Company is not a group of company, it is a trading partner. It is a trading partner. Okay, now again I mentioned here profit center, segment, same definitions I have mentioned in the literature. I have already shared this material, kindly check. Okay, with to your email IDs. So for example, by using either profit center or segment or business area, so anyone you can use, all three you can use, or any of this you can use. Okay, we can get the main purpose of this profit center or a segment or a business area. So we can get the financial statement. Okay, what do you mean by financial statements? Profit and loss account, right? Your balance sheet and all those stuff. And also books of the accounts at a business unit level, okay, or strategic division unit level, location wise, branch wise, or product wise, we can maintain the books of accounts. Clear? Next one. Why these are required profit center segment? To know the business unit performance. As already we discussed, I want to check how Hyderabad branch is working, how Bangalore is working, right? How US, for example, I'm having in New Jersey. So how the New Jersey branch is working. So business unit wise, or you can check how each product is working. Okay. So next one, to maintain or to post transaction, right? We will record the transactions, we will track the transactions, we will analyze the transactions, and we can extract the reports. We can extract the reports according to with the combination of, right, profit center company code, business area company code, right? We are going to link all the profit center segments to your company codes. Next one. To get the financial statement, that profit and loss account, balance sheet, okay, can be generated at business unit. Here I'm calling it as a business unit. That could be product, that could be area. Okay. So next one, to get the return of investments, okay, to check whether we are getting a return of investments or not. Okay. Next one. Note the most important, profit centers can be created maximum 10-digit code. How many digits we can have profit center? 10-digit code, either numeric or alphanumeric or alpha, anything. But company code, how many digits we can create? Company code 4 digit. That can be
both alphanumeric,
numeric or alpha.
numeric, alpha. Yeah.
Okay. So in our class project, what we are doing is we are using profit center functionality to get the financial statement at sub level, nothing but strategic business unit level. So what exact means, this is whatever project I have done, the same project I'm dealing with from past 3 batches, I'm doing the same project I'm taking. Okay. So same example I'm going to take. So what is a strategic business unit? So same thing I need to mention here, profit center. Okay. How the profit center will work in the sense, first of all, profit center will have some hierarchy. Some hierarchy means, first of all, first head would be profit center standard hierarchy. Profit standard hierarchy. And after that, so how it will be linked in the sense, so for example, so here how the profit center structure, we are going to create this structure in future, profit center structure. So first one, it will have profit center standard hierarchy, means top level hierarchy. Under that we will have okay, profit center grouping. Okay, profit center group. Okay, and after that, for example, this group is Bajaj Electronics. For example, Bajaj Electronics. Next one, subgroup, profit center subgroup. Okay, profit center subgroup. For example, Bajaj Electronics India, Bajaj Electronics, I'm just taking an example. Okay, US. Next one, subgroup, profit center subgroup. Okay, profit center in India, again I'm having BE Hyderabad. Okay, BE profit center Bangalore, like this. And after that we can have profit centers. Okay, these are hierarchy, top hierarchy, profit center standard hierarchy. Okay, under that profit center group will be linked nothing but Bajaj Electronics, profit center subgroup, and last would be profit center. So we will call these steps as a nodes. In SAP we call them as a node. What would be the last node? Last step in the hierarchy? What is the last step?
Profit center. If the step is not ending with profit center, then it is considered as an incomplete node. Remember that in SAP we call it as a node. Node is nothing but step. So here any profit center hierarchy is not ending with the profit center, then it is considered as a incomplete node. So same thing I have mentioned here. You can see profit center standard hierarchy can be defined maximum 10-digit code. So already we discussed. Next one, profit center standard hierarchy defined at the controlling area. Means profit center will be linked to, you know that, right? How it will be there? First structure, operating concern. Under that, what we will have? Structure Under operating concern, what we will have? Controlling area, correct? And after that, company code 1, company code 2, company code 3, correct? If I'm having company code, and these company codes will be linked to company if you want a consolidation, okay, company. And under this, we will have a profit center standard hierarchy. Profits under means it is a separate hierarchy. Under that profit center group, profit center subgroup, profit center subgroup. What would be the last node in profit center?
Profit center.
Profit
Profit
center.
center. So here like this, how many steps we can have in profit center standard hierarchy? In the sense, total 9 nodes should be there, 9 steps maximum, not more than that. Okay, it can be have 3 steps, it can be have 4 steps, it can have 5 steps. But how many nodes we can have maximum in profit center standard hierarchy?
9.
9 nodes. What would be the last node?
Profit center.
Profit center.
Remember that. Okay, and this profit center directly will not link it to company code, that will be linked to your controlling area. And controlling areas will be linked, company codes will be linked to
Control area.
company code. Right? Last week we have seen, right? In last session, we have seen, you can see here. See here. Client, operating concern, controlling area, and company code. The same structure I will show you in my Word document. In my Word document, I'll show you how the structure would be. See here. See here. Okay. So how it is again, now you got an idea. So operating concern, right? Controlling area, and controlling area is linked to company codes. Okay. And company is an optional, right? Now the profit center standard hierarchy, you can see the profit center standard hierarchy, profit center group, subgroup. Last node is profit center, and segment will be created under a profit center, and it will be linked to profit center. So now your profit center standard hierarchy is linked to what? Company codes or controlling area?
Controlling area.
Controlling area. What happens? Indirectly, it is linked to your company codes. So probably it will take little time. You will have a little confusion, but remember that just I want to highlight. So company codes will be linked to controlling area, right? And profit center will not link directly to company codes, that will be linked to your controlling. So that if it is controlling area is linked to profit center, so any company code can use this profit center. For example, I'm creating a profit center called 100, 110, 120, 130. Profit centers I have created 100, 110, 120, 130. So this 100, 110, 120, 130 profit centers can be used by any company code under this controlling area. That profit center 100 can be used by company code 1, company code 2, company code 3. Right? 120 can be used company code 1, company code 2, and company code 3. Right? Remember that profit center will be linked to controlling area, and company codes will be linked to controlling area, so that any profit center can be used by any company code which are linked under that particular controlling area. And remember, profit center maximum nodes should be 9 nodes, right? Group, subgroup, that we will create at that, I'll show you at the time of creation. And last node should be profit center. If the last node, profit center, is not updated, then that is considered as an incomplete node. So same thing I have mentioned in the material also. So same thing, note I have mentioned. Same profit center, whatever profit center 101 can be assigned to multiple company codes. Clear? And all the profit centers can be created only under lowest level, last level, under standard hierarchy. For example, I have created one example. I have created. Okay, example Gokul Das Limited. This is a company code. Okay, and he is having a retail stores in all major cities. So now business requirement is that need to see financial statement at each state wise, right? And also required each individual retail store wise. What are the requirement? Now, what is the Gokul Das requirement is, now business requirement is that need to see financial statement, nothing but profit and loss account and balance sheet at each state wise, and also required each individual retail wise. In each state, they have a individual retailers are. So each individual retail set. So now you can see first solution, proposed solution, how we can propose the customer. All right. So Gokul Das, I'll create it as a controlling area. Controlling area. First level, profit center, standard hierarchy. Profit center, standard hierarchy. Just now I mentioned, right? And the second level, second group. Okay, I'm creating it as in Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Maharashtra. So next level, these are the groups. Now third level, I'm creating that. That's it. My groups are same thing. One is controlling area, profit center, standard hierarchy, first level, second level, states, and my third level is profit center. This is the last node. After profit center, we can't create anything, any groups. So now, what is the third level? I'm creating Hyderabad profit center 1, right? Okay, AP, Hyderabad in TS, I'm having profit center, 2 profit centers. One is Hyderabad and one is Warangal, and another one is Mahbub Nagar. 3 profit centers, right? And in Andhra Pradesh, we have 2 profit centers. Okay, sorry, 3 profit centers: Vijayawada, Vizag, and Tirupati. Like that. So you can propose this one. Or next one, proposed solution 2. What we can do, another propose, what is another solution we can give? State level is equal to segment. Retail store level, we can propose it as a profit center. Now, new thing is coming, segment. State level, we can consider it as a segment. Retail store level, we can propose it as a profit center. So what is at state level? We have Telangana, AP, Karnataka, and Maharashtra. So I can propose Telangana state as a segment 1, AP as a segment 2, okay, Karnataka as a segment 3, and Maharashtra as a segment 4. Now this is this one. So next one we can propose directly profit center. Okay, what are the retail stores we have? Profit centers. We have a Hyderabad, we have in Warangal, we have in Mahbub Nagar. So Hyderabad, we can consider it as a profit center 1, Warangal profit center 2, Mahbub Nagar profit center 3. In Andhra Pradesh, we have Vizag, Vijayawada, and Tirupati. Okay, everyone, any questions here? Any questions? So how we are going to propose, that is very important. Yeah, any questions here? So same thing, segment. By using segment, same thing already we discussed. Again, I am reiterating for everybody's benefit. Okay. By using either profit center or a segment or a business area, okay, we can get the financial statement and also books of accounts. So same thing mentioned here, reporting purpose. As per accounting standards 17, Indian accounting standards, those products. So here every country will have different accounting standards. Okay, those products, sectors, regions generating more than 10% of total income need to publish financial statement. Remember this. So as per accounting standard 17, okay, for example, if I say I'm having Bajaj Electronics, okay, in Bajaj Electronics, Hyderabad branch, okay, Bangalore and Mumbai or Chennai. Okay, in Hyderabad, I'm having again Dilshuk Nagar, 1 branch, okay, Koti, 1 branch. Next one, what is the other branch? For example, Kukatpalli. Okay, so my total revenue is 1 lakh per day or per month. Okay, so here do I need to publish profit and loss account, P&L account, and balance sheet for Dilshid Nagar branch is required or not? Who will mention that? These are Indian. So here, whatever 1 lakh I am doing, in that, if it is generating greater than or equal to, 10% of total revenue, 10% of total revenue, as per Indian Accounting Standard 17, as per AS 17, okay, as per Indian Accounting Standard 17, right? If any unit is generating greater than or equal to 10% of their total revenue, then that is a mandatory need to publish their financial reports. Now DSNR is mandatory to publish their profit and loss and balance sheet, and Koti is generating only 6%. So is it required to publish?
No.
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 So here, same thing I have mentioned. Remember that we need to check whether it is generating 10% or not. Okay. As per accounting standard AS 17, Indian accounting standard, those products or those sectors, okay, those regions, branches generating more than 10% of total income need to publish financial statement at this level. Clear?
काम का कर रहा हूँ कोई फालतू
Okay, kindly mute it. Okay, we can address above requirements by using the segment functionality. Clear? So segment when, if it is more than, then we can assign to segment. So to know the business unit sector performance, right? Why segment? So whether it is doing more than 10% or not. To maintain the post, same thing. Transactions can be recorded, right? Those can be tracked, analyzed, everything. Okay. To get the financial statement, that is your profit and loss balance sheet at the business unit level. Okay, same thing. Segment can also mention 10-digit code. 10-digit code. Either that could be numeric, alphanumeric, or alpha. Profit center is also maximum of 10-digit code. Okay. So any questions? So same thing. You can have US region, APAC region, Europe region, Middle East region. So if you are hiring a product wise, then hardware business, IT business, health. So operating concerns already we discussed, right? Again, I'll give you a glance tomorrow session regarding operating concern and controlling area. Okay. So tomorrow we will close this. Okay. Any other questions from anyone? I know for someone it looks like a new, but still again and again, if you repeat, then definitely it looks like a not an issue. Yeah. Any other questions from anyone? Anyone have a question? And kindly check your server access. Fine. Kindly check your server access so that if at all anyone is facing an issue, please let me know so that I'll raise it to your vendor. So this is only ECC server you got.
Okay, sir.
Sir, can you show me the username and password once?
Vinay, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll share it in the group also now.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there Vinay?
Should I share the screen now?
Yes, please. I'll stop here. I'll just give me a second. Give me a second.